Looking for some out-of-this-world thrills without spending a dime? You are in luck. YouTube is hiding a treasure trove of alien, horror, sci-fi movies that will send shivers down your spine. In this video, I will introduce you to 10 incredible films featuring extraterrestrial threats, cosmic horrors, and space adventures that you can watch right now for free. So dim the lights, grab your popcorn, and prepare to be abducted by these fantastic sci-fi experiences that might vanish from YouTube tomorrow. Number 1. Guyver, Dark Hero, 1994. Guyver, Dark Hero, 1994, is a gritty Japanese-American sci-fi action film that serves as a sequel to the 1991 movie The Guyver. The story follows Sean Barker, a young man who discovered an alien device called the Guyver Unit that grants him incredible armor and abilities. Now struggling to control his powers and maintain his humanity, Sean discovers that the alien organization Kronos is still active and conducting experiments on humans. When he learns of their plans to create more Guyver units, Sean must embrace his role as a hero to stop them. The film is notable for its practical effects and martial arts sequences, which were impressive for its time. With a 6.2 out of 10 rating on IMDb, Guyver, Dark Hero has developed a cult following among fans of tokusatsu, Japanese special effects-driven productions, and anime adaptations. What makes this film particularly interesting is its darker, more mature tone compared to its predecessor, exploring themes of identity and the cost of power. If you enjoy creature features with intense action sequences and a bit of body horror, this film delivers a unique blend of Japanese and American sci-fi sensibilities. Number 2. Missile to the Moon, 1958. Missile to the Moon, 1958, is a classic B-movie space adventure that captures the imagination of early sci-fi cinema. The story follows two escaped convicts who accidentally stow away on a rocket ship bound for the moon, along with a scientist and his assistant. Upon landing, they discover a lunar civilization inhabited by beautiful women ruled by a cruel queen. The visitors must navigate the lunar society's political intrigue while facing threats from giant spiders and rock monsters. With a modest 3.6 out of 10 rating on IMDb, this film may not have achieved critical acclaim, but it represents an important piece of sci-fi history from the era when space exploration was capturing public imagination. What makes Missile to the Moon particularly noteworthy is its colorful production design and imaginative creature effects, which were impressive for a low-budget film of its time. The movie reflects the Cold War anxieties of the late 1950s, while offering an escapist fantasy of lunar adventure. For fans of vintage sci-fi and B-movie charm, this film delivers exactly what you would expect from the golden age of space: cinema-cheesy dialogue, paper-thin plots, and delightful practical effects that showcase the creativity of filmmakers working with limited resources. Number 3. Robot Monster, 1953. Robot Monster, 1953, has earned its place in cinema history as one of the most infamous, so bad it is good movies ever made. The film tells the story of Roman, a gorilla-like alien in a diving helmet who has destroyed all human life on Earth with his calcinator death ray, except for 8 survivors. When Roman develops feelings for the young human daughter of the scientist leading the survivors, he begins to question his mission, leading to a conflict with his superior, the Great Guidance. With a surprisingly high 3.7 out of 10 rating on IMDb considering its reputation, this film has become a cult classic precisely because of its amateurish production values, and nonsensical plot. What makes Robot Monster particularly fascinating is that it was filmed in just 4 days for approximately $16,000, yet it somehow managed to create a bizarre, dreamlike quality that has captivated audiences for decades. The iconic bubble machine and dinosaur footage lifted from other movies add to the film's surreal charm. For movie lovers who appreciate the history of bad cinema or enjoy the Mystery Science Theater 2000 treatment of terrible films, Robot Monster is an essential viewing experience that perfectly encapsulates the weirdness of 1950s monster movies. Number 4. Earth's Final Fury, 1979. Earth's Final Fury, 1979, also known as The Shape of Things to Come, is a post-apocalyptic sci-fi film that imagines Earth's future after nuclear devastation. Set in the year 2037, the story follows the survivors living in a domed city who must venture into the dangerous outside world to find a cure for a radiation sickness affecting their population. Their journey leads them to discover that a rogue artificial intelligence called the Master Computer has been manipulating humanity's fate. With a 4.1 out of 10 rating on IMDb, this Canadian-Italian co-production starring Jack Palance may not have achieved critical success, but it represents an interesting example of late 1970s sci-fi that reflected Cold War anxieties about nuclear annihilation annihilation and technological control. What makes Earth's Final Fury particularly noteworthy is its connection to H.G. Wells's classic novel, The Shape of Things to Come, though it diverges significantly from the source material. The film's production design and special effects capture the distinctive aesthetic of late 70s sci-fi, which has its own nostalgic charm today. For viewers interested in the evolution of post-apocalyptic cinema or fans of Jack Palance's distinctive screen presence, this film offers a fascinating time capsule of sci-fi filmmaking from the era between Star Wars, blockbuster success, and the darker visions of the 1980s. Number 5. Specimen, 1996. Specimen, 1996, is a sci-fi horror film that blends alien invasion themes with government conspiracy elements. The story follows a young man who begins experiencing strange physical changes and violent episodes after a meteor shower. As he investigates his origins, he discovers that he is actually half human and half alien, created as part of a secret government experiment. Now the government wants to capture him for study while other aliens have arrived on Earth with their own plans for him. With a modest 4.3 out of 10 rating on IMDb, this direct-to-video release may not have achieved mainstream recognition, but it has found its audience among fans of 90s sci-fi horror. What makes Specimen particularly interesting is its exploration of identity and belonging through the lens of science fiction, themes that resonate with the X-Files era when distrust of government institutions was high. The film's practical effects and creature design showcase the craftsmanship of 90s horror makeup artists before computer-generated imagery dominance. For viewers who enjoy creature features with a psychological dimension or have a nostalgia for mid-90s sci-fi aesthetics, Specimen delivers an entertaining blend of body horror and alien conspiracy that captures the paranoid mood of its time. Number 6. Night of the Blood Beast, 1958. Night of the Blood Beast, 1958, is a classic sci-fi horror film produced by Roger Corman that exemplifies the alien invasion genre of the 1950s. The story begins when an astronaut returns to Earth after a space mission, only to die shortly after landing. Scientists examining his body discover that he has been impregnated with alien embryos, and soon they find themselves trapped in the research facility with a mysterious creature that seems to be communicating telepathically. As the situation escalates, they realize the alien has plans to repopulate Earth using humans as hosts. With a 3.9 out of 10 rating on IMDb, this low-budget film may not have impressed critics, but it has become a cult favorite among fans of 1950s monster movies. What makes Night of the Blood Beast particularly significant is its early exploration of body horror themes that would later be perfected by directors like David Cronenberg. The film also features an early screenplay credit for Gene Roddenberry, who would later create Star Trek. For viewers who appreciate the history of sci-fi horror or enjoy the distinctive atmosphere of 1950s monster movies, this film offers a fascinating glimpse into the genre's development during the Cold War era when fears of invasion and contamination were prevalent in American culture. Number 7. Creature from Galaxy 27, 1958. Creature from Galaxy 27, 1958 is a low-budget sci-fi horror film that delivers exactly what its title promises, a bizarre alien creature causing chaos on Earth. The story follows a small-town doctor who discovers that a mysterious meteor has crashed nearby, bringing with it a deadly alien organism. As local residents begin disappearing, the doctor teams up with a scientist to investigate the phenomenon, eventually confronting the creature in its underground lair. With a modest 3.2 out of 10 rating on IMDb, this film may not have achieved critical acclaim, but it represents the charming simplicity of 1950s monster movies that focused on creature feature thrills rather than complex narratives. What makes Creature from Galaxy 27 particularly noteworthy is its earnest approach to sci-fi horror, despite its limited budget and technical constraints. The alien design, while not particularly sophisticated by today's standards, has a distinctive quality that has made it memorable among B-movie enthusiasts. For viewers who appreciate the creativity of low-budget filmmaking or have a soft spot for 1950s creature features, this film delivers a nostalgic experience that captures the innocence and imagination of early sci-fi cinema when a monster in a rubber suit was enough to thrill audiences. Number 8. Battle of the Worlds, 1961. Battle of the Worlds, 1961 is an Italian sci-fi film starring the legendary Claude Rains in one of his final film roles. The story begins when scientists discover a runaway planet on a collision course with Earth. As international panic sets in, Professor Benson, Rains, claims the planet is actually inhabited by aliens who are attempting to colonize Earth. When his theories are dismissed, he takes matters into his own hands, leading a team to the planet's surface to confront the extraterrestrial threat. With a respectable 4.7 out of 10 rating on IMDb, This film has gained appreciation among fans of international sci-fi cinema. What makes Battle of the Worlds particularly significant is Rain's commanding performance as the eccentric but brilliant scientist, bringing gravitas to what might otherwise have been a routine space adventure. The film's distinctive visual style reflects the unique aesthetic of Italian genre filmmaking of the era, with imaginative set designs and special effects that create a sense of otherworldly wonder. For viewers interested in the global reach of sci-fi cinema beyond Hollywood, or fans of Claude Rains looking to see one of his final performances, this film offers a fascinating example of how the space race era inspired filmmakers around the world to create their own visions of cosmic adventure and alien encounters. Number 9. First Spaceship on Venus, 1960. First Spaceship on Venus, 1960, is an East German-Polish sci-fi film that stands as one of the most ambitious productions from behind the Iron Curtain. The story begins when scientists discover a mysterious spool containing a message from the planet Venus, apparently sent before a catastrophic event destroyed the civilization there. An international crew is assembled for the first manned mission to Venus to investigate what happened and learn from their fate. Upon arrival, they discover a world destroyed by nuclear war, with terrifying implications for Earth's future. With a solid 5.3 out of 10 rating on IMDb, this film has gained recognition as one of the most visually impressive sci-fi films of its era, despite its Cold War origins. What makes First Spaceship on Venus particularly noteworthy is its sophisticated production design and special effects, which rival many Western productions of the time. The film's anti-nuclear message reflects a rare moment of shared concern between East and West during the height of the Cold War. For viewers interested in international cinema or the history of sci-fi beyond Hollywood, this film offers a fascinating glimpse into how filmmakers behind the Iron Curtain envisioned space exploration and nuclear annihilation, creating a visually stunning cautionary tale that remains relevant today. Number 10. Battle in Outer Space, 1959. Battle in Outer Space, 1959, is a groundbreaking Japanese sci-fi film from Toho Studios, the same company that brought Godzilla to the screen. The story begins when mysterious attacks on Earth's space colonies lead to the discovery that an alien race from the planet Natal is planning an invasion. Earth's nations unite to build a fleet of advanced spaceships to confront the alien threat before they can reach Earth. The film culminates in an epic space battle between Earth's forces and the alien fleet, with spectacular special effects that were revolutionary for their time. With an impressive 6.2 out of 10 rating on IMDb, this film has earned its place in sci-fi history for its influence on later space operas and its impressive miniature effects work. What makes Battle in Outer Space particularly significant is its role in developing the visual language of space combat that would later be seen in films like Star Wars and television shows like Star Trek. The film's anti-war message reflects Japan's unique perspective on conflict following World War II, even as it delivers thrilling action sequences. For viewers interested in the history of special effects or the global influence of Japanese cinema, this film offers a spectacular vision of space warfare that was years ahead of its time and showcases the technical artistry of Toho's special effects team. These 10 alien horror sci-fi movies offer an incredible journey through decades of cinematic imagination, from the charming simplicity of 1950s monster movies to the more sophisticated effects of later productions. Each film reflects the anxieties and dreams of its time, while delivering the timeless thrill of encounters with the unknown. I strongly encourage you to watch these films while they are still available on YouTube. You will experience the evolution of sci-fi cinema and perhaps discover a new favorite among these genre gems. If you enjoyed this cosmic tour of free alien movies, please subscribe to our channel for more recommendations of hidden treasures available online. Which of these extraterrestrial adventures captured your imagination the most? Let us know in the comments below, and do not forget to share this video with fellow sci-fi fans who love free movie recommendations.